Hi, I'm Arlene and I'm back again with another video. Today I'm going to be doing my fragrance tray. Hello and welcome to everyone, new and existing subscribers. I'm glad you're here with me. If you're just checking me out for the first time, how about let me know? Let me know what you think if you are a newbie, like a first timer. Okay, so this is this week's. Let's get started. Okay, so you're going to see some fragrances peeking out in the back. Those are my Project Use It Up that I did not use at all this week. I tested some new fragrances. And so we're going to get started with the old and then move towards the new. Okay, so this week I wore Chloé Nomad with Love Spell. This was a major hit the day I wore this. So Love Spell Splash. Let's get it right. So this has raspberry, peach tea, and the original Love Spell. So you're getting a nice peachy, sweet tea fragrance. I haven't worn the original Love Spell in years, but that does come through. You're getting that the brightness, like the bright tangy raspberry, but you're also getting the peach. Not the peach, I'm sorry, the tea, because it is peach in here, but you're getting that tea scent, which is very pretty to me. And then I layered it with Nomad, which has tea. It also has ginger and peach. It is a very fresh, aromatic type fragrance. It is beautiful. It's slightly sweet. The Love Spell did sweeten it up more. This was so pretty and fresh and beautiful. I went to the doctor's that day and got lots of compliments. One of the nurses thought that she knew what it was, and she thought it was Rodriguez, or what is Narciso Rodriguez musk, pure musk or something like that. I think she said it came in the white bottle. I don't have any of his fragrances, so she was surprised when I told her that it was Chloé Nomad. But then she said one of her favorites was I guess the regular Chloé EDP, which is pretty, like a lychee fresh scent. But this right here, I enjoyed it. So beautiful. So that was my fresh scent this week. I have a nice, beautiful dent going here in the Chloé Nomad. But it's enough to still enjoy her next year. So next, I end up using all of these on the same day. I finished off my black raspberry vanilla this week. So happy. So good. This is a beautiful scent. If you see it or if you have it in your collection, pull this out. This is beautiful. This has notes of fresh raspberry, vine ripened blackberry, vanilla orchid. Did I say that right? Okay. So beautiful. And I had a little bit left of both of these in decants, so I end up using both of them. And first, you have Angel Nova EDT. I have really used a lot of this. I wasn't trying to use this up, and I'm not going to use it up this year. We're going to, I don't know, she might come out to play a little bit, but mostly she's going to be put up for next year. And then I also had a little bit left in my decant of the Modest Deux. And this is by Afnan. Did I say what's in the notes? Okay, I'll tell you about the notes in this. This is a beautiful fruity, berry, slightly musky, chocolate. This is just a beautiful scent. This is year round because depending on your sprays, you can wear it year round. If it's cold, spray heavier and it's going to cut through the cold. This time of season where it's kind of warm, some days cool, it's still a beautiful scent. And so I've enjoyed this. Got a nice little dent going here. This is beautiful. It's often compared to the original Lancome La Wheat. I can say it's maybe part of the La Wheat family. I don't think it smells exactly like the original, but I can see where people would compare it. But this is just beautiful on its own. It's inexpensive. If you just want a beautiful berry, long-lasting, compliment-getting fragrance, try out Modest Deux. And it is also a bit sultry. I just think this is like a beautiful fragrance, but I like this fragrance DNA, so there's that. And I did not really talk about my Angel Nova EDT. This is a beautiful raspberry, bergamot. I think it has some cedar, akagala. No, I don't think it has akagala wood, and it has cedar in there, and I think some vanilla. This is a beautiful, creamy raspberry scent. If you like Nova, I think you would like this. And if Nova was too strong for you, a little bit too sharp, I think you would like this one. If you like that type of DNA, but Nova was just too sharp, this has a creaminess to it. And I think that comes from the bergamot being added. So just beautiful. I love this. So that's Nova EDT. And all of these together, I smell delicious. So I wore the black raspberry vanilla again. This is a beautiful, heavily iris and violet fragrance from Lancome. This is La Vie Belle Iris Absolute. I've been looking for this for some months now. I've seen it on, well, I first tested it at Macy's, and then it was on the gray sites like real early when it came out. This came out a few months ago. And I was like, okay. But then when I went to get it, it was sold out. So I just waited, and now I finally got it. I got it at a really good price. This is the 3.4 ounce. And I want to say I paid less than $100. So that's a really good price for this, because I think this size would be maybe 150, up in that range, 160, somewhere up in there. I really enjoyed this. I did see, who did I see that I like that tried this? Veronica says she tried it and she was like, nope, not for me. And I was like, that's pretty. But of course, she has a beautiful, huge collection. So it may smell like something in her collection, but it doesn't smell like anything in my collection. And I really enjoyed this. I wore this twice this week. I'm going to spray it. I should have took my other hand to spray it, but you're getting a lot of the powderiness, but you're getting that little bit of sharpness that Violet gives you, mixed with some fruits. I didn't look up the notes, but in my head, it has a raspberry note. I'm going to put my flash on. Seemed like the light changed. Oh my God, that smells so good. And I did receive a compliment on this. A couple of compliments, because I did wear it a couple of days. It might be more on the mature side. It is a sweet powdery iris violet type fragrance. I'm not sure if a person that's a lot younger than me that would like it, maybe like if you're in your 20s, you may not like this, but I don't know, for 30, I think 40, 50 and up, they will like it. It may be a little bit too powdery. I'm not sure. I would say, now that I'm smelling it again, even though I fell in love with it, this might be considered a good, like, daytime scent, work scent, church scent, brunch, that type of idea. But I think it smells good. And I think it can be worn any time of day. I don't know. I was feeling myself when I was wearing it. So there's that. I would say give it a sniff. I know I seen it at Macy's. I haven't seen it at Ulta or Sephora yet, but this is the new one, the Iris Absolute, and I love it. And it smelled good with the raspberry, because I want to say it's raspberry in there, but I'm not sure, and it could be because I layered it with that raspberry scent. And my other one, the We by Belle, has raspberry in it. I'm not sure if this one has raspberry, but it is sweet. Just give it a sniff. Okay, so both of these I was testing because both of these are actually new to the collection. I bought this Cozy Vanilla Bourbon from Victoria's Secret. Actually, I got this with a reward. So this is the warm bourbon, dark fruit, vanilla liqueur. Lots of people have been talking about it on YouTube. I just think it's like it says, cozy vanilla bourbon. It's like a boozy vanilla. It's warm. It's pretty. It's just nice. Good for layering. So that's what I did with it. And I layered it with Choco Violette. Now, this did not smell like what I thought it would smell like. I actually thought it would be a little bit sweeter and fluffier. Is it, if that's a word, which is not. More fluffy. And like I said, it was the way it smelled when I first got it was unexpected. Now, Helen, that's here on YouTube, she talks about this a lot. What is her channel? Helen H. She talks about this, and when you put it up to your nose, it could be a little bit jarring because the violet is in there. I like the note of violet. I like the sharpness of violet. But it's like in the background, it's giving me a little bit of, I don't know how to explain it. It's giving me a scent that's not as pleasant as I would want it to be. But let me tell you what happens. Once it dries down and you don't spray it real heavy, it becomes more airy and sweeter and pretty on the skin. So I end up liking this. But when I first smelled it and put it directly to my nose, it was like, I don't know about that. Smelling it from the top, I would say, I don't know about that. But when it's on my skin and it hits the air and mixed with the vanilla, it is very pretty. Let me try and spray it. Okay, so I sprayed it, and what I did do when I was spraying it, it comes out kind of like a fine mist. So I move it around when I'm spraying it so it can just lightly skim my skin and my clothes, and it smells beautiful. To me, it's not one that you would just want to spray really heavy. You can give yourself enough sprays, but you don't want to just spray like in one spot. You want to move it around. so that it can disperse along your skin. And I did get compliments on this. It's very pretty. But if you can, I would suggest that you get a sample of this before you run out and buy it, because I do think it's a fragrance that is very unique. But I am enjoying it, and I do like it layered with the cozy vanilla bourbon. And I can see layering this with any type of vanilla or even a chocolate type scent that you may have in your collection, like a Choco musk. I can see layering that because that's a very sweet chocolate type fragrance, and I think it would be pretty. But I wore that 2 days, got compliments on it, and I did like it. But this is not a safe blind buy at all. At all. Try it out before you buy it. Okay, so once again, Cozy Vanilla was in the mix. Cozy Vanilla Bourbon was in the mix. And this time, I wore it with Bearcat Satin Oud by Maison. That's not Maison Eau de Parfum. No. I think it's supposed to be, who is this person? Floral? Fragrance World. Okay, yes, it says it on the bottom. This is by Fragrance World. So this is one of those Barakkat dupe type fragrance. And from other people, they say it does smell like Oud Satin Mood. I believe that's the original name of the MFK one. I don't have it. I have not tried it, have not smelled it. So all I can do is tell you what this one smells like to me. There are plenty of reviews on YouTube about this fragrance and how well of a dupe it is. I'm hearing that it's very good. But like I said, I can only speak of it on its own. And I did enjoy wearing this layered with the vanilla. Now, what I would say, the 3 fragrances that I tested this week, they are all, to me, violet heavy. This one has the oud in it. I assume. I didn't even look up the notes. I don't think. But anyway, it has the oud in there. It has some violet. So it's a bit powdery. It's sweet. But this one has like a bergamot or a citrus at the top. It could be mandarin, some type of citrus. This is pretty. This is very aromatic to me. I think this is a beautiful fall winter fragrance. I think this would be beautiful in the evening. Date night appropriate. Special occasion appropriate. I do think this is a beautiful scent. It smells good to me. It is a bit strong, so you might want to hold back on your sprays. And this is another one, when you spray, you don't want to just saturate one section. You want to move it around as you spray so that it won't get too heavy to you. It does lighten up in the dry down, and I think it is beautiful. I enjoyed wearing that this week. Now, my weather, I'm in the Midwest. My weather did a terrible thing. It cooled down this week. I thought it was going to be very hot, but it was more on the humid, cooler side. So we didn't get, I don't think we got past the mid 70s this week. So all of these fragrances did work, and I smelled good every day. I enjoyed every last one of these combos. It's just that the weather betrayed me, because I thought I was going to be getting some 80 and 90 weather. And we might get some sprinkled in, but it seems like we're more in the 70s now. 70s, 60s. In nighttime, it can get colder than that. So like I said, I really enjoyed these fragrances this week. And we'll see what I get into next week. I'll give you one more overview of all the fragrances and the combos. Okay, so these are the fragrances I wore this week, and I will see you on next week. And you'll check, and I'll have some upcoming videos about what I feel like wearing in this weather. It has changed because the weather has drastically changed. Let me see. I was trying to make it so that I could get a little bit of a glimpse of all the bottles and the sprays that I use. So this is as good as it's going to get. So hopefully you like this video. And like I said, let me know if you're a newbie. Once again, welcome. Thank you for hanging out with me. Remember to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.